Hello, in this tutorial, I am going to show the steps involved in putting a soundbite, an audio clip into Blogger. This involves an interview done in November of 2020 with Ellen Ziesholz, who has launched a very interesting, important project in Orangeburg, South Carolina, to restore the bowling alley there that was the impetus in a unfortunate event in Orangeburg in 1968 that became known as the Orangeburg Massacre. 3 young men were killed trying to, they were involved among hundreds others of integrating a segregated bowling alley. So the idea with this is we did a 30-minute interview with her, and we're going to extract a soundbite to be used in a later story. Okay, so I'm going to show the steps from start to finish. It involves bringing the whole interview into Adobe Audition and then editing or trimming the clip and then putting it into Soundcloud to create a URL that can be put into Blogger and can be played. All right, so let's go find the interview first. I'm going to share the screen. And this is where we have the interview on Blackboard, 30 minutes. So see the 3 dots here. Let's click this and let's download it to the desktop so it's easy to find. All right, so excuse me, I need to move this here so I can see it better. We're going to save it there. So taking it from Blackboard and putting it somewhere where we can bring it into Audition. All right, so let's go to Audition now. And the way that we bring it in, I do already have it here, but the steps involved, we're going to File, Import File, and I have a folder, Ellen Z interview clips. So double click on it there. It brings it in. It's right here, and we can play it and hear it. Okay. The easy way as far as boosting or lowering audio levels is see this right here, adjust amplitude. If you just kind of scroll across back and forth with the interview or with the clips, seems to be at a good audio level. All right, so as far as the sound bites, let me pause this. The particular sound bite, do Control C. I want to pause it here momentarily. That's why we did an interview log previous this. The students were to listen to the whole 30-minute interview and just make a shorthand as far as what she said, and that's very helpful in terms of going back when it's time to produce the story. All right. So this particular soundbite that I want to use is she's talking about how she thinks this, once it's open, the bowling alley's been restored and is a museum, that it will get major national attention and publicity. So I know that that's at 11:15 in the interview. It's 16 seconds. So I can kind of quickly look for the 11:15 mark, scrolling. 11:15. There we go. We can start playing it here. Okay, the MQ is, I think we will get major national publicity. All right. So let's go find that precisely using the cursor. All right, a couple ways we can actually make it, can zoom in and out of the timeline. To make it easier to isolate clips. It helps to play it a few times and hit pause. Boom, pause. And the easiest way to get rid of what precedes the clip is to click on it and scroll right, and then just hit delete. And this should play pretty close to our in cue. The out cue is don't know about it. Don't know about it. That's the out cue. So to trim this, we're going to go to the right now and just delete everything up to that point. And I'm just hitting delete. All right. So let's just play this soundbite. See, we can kind of see now that we can even tighten this up a little bit. Delete. You can also just use a space bar. And if we want to get rid of the and, I think it's about right there. You can see it there. And let's just tighten this up a little bit. Delete. Space bar. They don't. So I can get rid of, you hear me say at some point. I can go ahead and I can delete that too, but in order to save time, that's right in here somewhere. We'll not do that for now. So the next step is we want to export this clip. So we go to export. We go to multi-track mix down. Or actually we go to file. And we want it to be an MP3. See, there are a lot of options there. Okay. MPEG, Windows Audio, Media Audio. Let's do MP3 is the best way to go. We have a file name, so I can change that some, and I'll just call it National Publicity. I'll just call it PR for short. It's going to be saved on my desktop. Okay. MP3, these other settings seem to be fine. I'll do OK. And it's going to put it on the desktop. So let's go take a look at that. Yeah, there it is, National. Now notice when I go to play it, it's going to go back into Adobe Audition. That's no big deal. It's just because I'm logged into it. All right. So the next step involves going to SoundCloud, which you have to start an account and your own account, log in. I'm going to upload. All right. I'm going to bring in the soundbite that I want. Drag or drop your tracker albums here or choose files to upload. I'm going to choose the file that's on the desktop. I called it National Publicity, the National PR. Double click on it, bring it in. I can bring in a picture of Ellen also, which I have on the desktop. There's a nice picture of her. And it's going to give it an address, a URL. So what I can do is I can copy it right here. And here's the URL for it. So I'm going to do a Control-C copy. And now I'm ready to go to Blogger. Go to my blog. I'm going to use, this is the post I did previously with her. So a shortcut, if you already did a blog post, is to scroll down to the pencil, and it's going to bring up it for editing. See, I have previous sound bites in there. And I'll just add as new, I'll just add, she also says the museum will create widespread attention to Orangeburg and its place in civil rights history. Click here to listen to this comment. So I'll highlighted it, and then I go here to the link tool and paste in that link, SoundCloud, and then apply it. Okay, and then I'm going to go over here to, oops, my image is blocking it. So I'll do update, and then I'll go look at the blog, view blog down here, and should see that it's been added. And we should hear the soundbite. Okay, it involves some steps, so you have to kind of do each one methodically, one by one. Now it's back to me, and we're going to stop the recording. All right, thanks. Hope that made sense and is clear.